Yo guys, I've got a spark which I'm going to use to ignite the fire for a brand new episode of the Skylanders Imaginators Soul Seekers series in the channel. Today we're going to take this explosive fella right here and blow up the wall because I had it come in for looking at me for no other reason. And do I really need another reason better than that? The answer to that is no, I do not. So here we are with yet another Imaginite chest, a much needed Imaginite chest, because once again, the more of these pieces we collect the better, because with every single one we get closer and closer to that 100% completion. We need all of the Imaginite pieces at the end of the day in order to acquire said 100% completion. So we got ourselves a brand new aura there, which is pretty sweet, and then we also can use that explosion thing with Bob later on to discover something underneath the wishing well. Now, first things first, this rat is going to lead us to absolutely nothing. What a huge waste of time that was right there. So without further ado, let's go on ahead and get to that wishing well I was alluding to. Hopefully Bad Juju will be quick enough to get us there before this fella chooses to explode on us, because that would be really inconvenient now, wouldn't it? Especially when I get stuck on the things right by the vine over there. So Bad Juju, hurry up and move your ass before the spark catches up to us. Ah, there we go, just in time too. So let's head down the well and discover ourselves not one, but two Imaginite chests. We do not mind if we do. First which, a new aura, a rain cloud aura, and the second one is going to be yet another aura, because that seems to be the theme of the episode thus far. No, it's going to be ears instead of the Spyro horns. Interesting that, very, very interesting. But now that's said and done with, we have Popfizz to be speaking with, because we have reached the dreaded cake section of a video game. I was not looking forward to this, but the game does not very much care, because the game went on ahead and threw it in my path anyway.
So here's the deal. We're gonna make a
not a good deal, Popfizz. I don't appreciate this deal. This is a terrible deal. It benefits me in no way whatsoever. I am not okay with this. I repeat, not okay.
Baking him a giant birthday cake. But it's a fake cake. Exactly. We all hide inside this fake cake, and when Kaos lets us in, blammo! Everyone jumps out and attacks.
Whoop whoop! I mean, I would say this would be a great plan, apart from the fact that we have to gather the cake pieces in the first place. If not for that, this would be a great plan, but unfortunately we have to gather those cake pieces, hence why it is a terrible plan. Yeah, that's great there, Popfizz. We'll be tackling that, as well as, of course, the dungeon back there soon enough. I'm hoping for the ingredient actually there, Popfizz, because the last thing I want to do is waste time on a fool's errand looking for cake parts, and instead what we find is ghosts. You know, I don't need to waste my time any more of this section than what is needed. So without further ado, we're going to tackle the arena because I feel like it, and Bad Juju here is perfectly capable of such things. So I do wonder where the vulture is, because obviously the vulture in that middle section there, if we complete the surprise attack, then we wind up garnering a cake ingredient as a reward, but the vulture currently isn't there, so how am I supposed to garner a new cake ingredient as a reward when the vulture isn't there to tackle the surprise attack in the first place?
Did I mention that first prize is something you can use to bake?
Yeah, that would have been a great thing to mention first right there, Sal. You know, you couldn't have led with that, could you? So without further ado, it's time for the Skylanders National Anthem, which is unskippable. This is so annoying. I'm annoyed. If you could see my face right now, it'd be the face of a purely enraged trap master. Not even, I'm not a trap master, I'm a portal master. Huge difference between them type of masters. I don't go around wielding a huge ass traptanium weapon which is bigger than my entire body. Most trap masters seem to have that in common. Traptanium weapons that are bigger than what they are. Shortcut has a weapon big enough for 5 of him. That's part of the comedy gold behind, the comedy genius I should say specifically, of Shortcut's design. So without further ado, let's kill some things. I like the sound of that. I like the sound of that very much so indeed. And hey, Bad Juju getting a sensei form in this game means that she finally got a figurine of her own. She wasn't just limited to an air trap, and boy does she have a good figurine. Makes me wish she was a Skylander from the get-go. She would have made an awesome Skylander trap team, an awesome trap master, or whatever the hell he would have made her in the end there. Yeah, take him out. Okay, let's bring Juju Jr. back to us. We are in desperate need of him right now. We are also in desperate need of getting hit much less. Last thing I want to do is lose Skylanders to the freaking cake section of all things. That would be a major nuisance.
Just keep defeating enemies and avoiding hazards.
Yeah, that's pretty much how arenas go there, my friend. So let's take out these fellas right now. They had it coming to look at me funny. There we go, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I don't like how these shockwaves keep pushing me back. It's a bit rude if you were to ask me. A bit rude indeed. Anyway, this is a moment where I've realised that the Imaginators have been stronger this entire time, so it's time to switch out, I should say, not swatch out, I'm not sure entirely what a swatch out is, but we're going to go ahead and switch out from Imaginators, because this way not only can they garner the experience, we can also adhere to the rules of the series in the first place, where obviously I have to swap out for its garner corresponding to the current element of the area. In the case of Imaginators, whenever that pops up, it means I must switch out for an Imaginator. Obviously, the same goes for when senseis are stronger in the current area. Okay, let's take out some of these bugs because they're bugging me no reason. I would say they look at me funny, which is exactly what they're doing, because someone who's look at me funny is also bugging me out a little bit. I can't lie. Cool, take him out much more than he was before, because before he wasn't taken out, but now he is having been taken out, mind you. Okay, cool, take my 5 shells to the face. It's very convenient right now that I'm getting a huge buff to my attacks, because without that, I don't think this guy would stand much of a chance, given the lack of healthy persistence right now, especially compared to that of the enemies right there. Take him out! Take him out some more. Thank you, video game. It's about damn time we took that guy out. But my question is, after all of this, am I seriously not going to level up? Like, game, throw me a bone here, wouldn't you, and level me up? But that would be much appreciated indeed. Okay, here we go, let's take him out. Luckily for us, that's what we have shields for. Take my shield to your face, you fools! Okay, watch out for the shockwave there again. Yeah, we've got to take down Percussion Pounder over here and level up in the process. Now that is what I'm talking about. That is what we're in desperate need of right now. So that's all of the treasure right there, which is glorious to be saying the least. I could say more, I'm just not, which is why the least has been said all the same. Oh yeah, that's what 100% looks like right now. Certainly, most certainly indeed. Sal is correct. In fact, more correct words have never been said in the history of correct words having been said, mind you. Which is really saying a lot, because that is a long and rich history right there. That's a lot of butter. Why did they even need that much butter for an arena anyway? Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking there, Sal. You see, great minds think alike and all that. So now that we've garnered that, we can go back to Pop Fizz and see what kind of quest he can offer us for garnering more cake ingredients. The sooner we gather all these up, the better. And it's just so great that we have loading screens to worry about in between. I look forward to those every single time. I'm like, yay, another loading screen. I was looking forward to this. Okay, so let's take these guys down, because as I was saying earlier, this specific section gives us access to a cake ingredient upon its completion there, mind you. Okay, let's take out these fellas. Unfortunately, no longer getting buffed up, because this is an area where Imaginators are stronger here. But you know what? Who even needs to get buffed up anyway, right? My Ninja Imaginator, as you can tell from the damage output right now, is already pretty busted as is. Okay, cool, sweet, they've been taken out, but that's not enough to level us up, unfortunately, because getting a level up from that is clearly asking for too much. Instead, we do at least get a cake ingredient, so we will take that, take it to a bag, thank you very much. So that's 2 of 8 right now, that means we have 6 more to go, which is great, just great. And obviously, I'm not being sarcastic, whatsoever in having just said that. So let's speak with Pop Fizz, see what he has to offer us. There's a dungeon mission, which we've, you know, been introduced to already. I can wait to find out, actually, yeah, I very much can wait to find out, but unfortunately I haven't got much choice in the matter. I have to go and tackle it, regardless of whether I do or do not want to, because the game does not care about what I want. Yeah, sure, that sounds like a good plan, actually. I like that plan. The lack of explaining to Pop Fizz what a Creation Tron is, that's the plan I like specifically right there. So without further ado, let's launch ourselves off, because there are more cake pieces to be found over here. Fortunate that, because it means we have to tackle less missions the more cake pieces we find in the MAP. So we can pop up here, grab ourselves this explodey thingamabob, very conveniently placed explodey thingamabob that is, and we can use it obviously to explode the explodey thingamabob that needs exploding. Yeah, here we go, more cake parts for me, don't mind if we do, and let's try not to get killed by the enemies in the process. Oh, great. This is exactly what not getting killed by enemies in the process looks like. Obviously, we're defeating them instead because today is opposite day. So, let's jettison ourselves off again, despite being opposite day. So, if the aim was to fire ourselves off, you'd think I'd try not to fire myself off. But here I am, having fired myself off anyway. We're going to avoid that there surprise attack, because that surprise attack has nothing to offer us. But there is a cake ingredient over here, on the other hand. Yes, let's open that up, and then without further ado, be tackling the Mausoleum of Madness. Emphasis on the madness right there. Plenty of madness to go round, so to say. That is after the loading screen is done with there, mind you. And after Callie's Deep Stew is over and done with. But luckily for us, we could push the best bit of the video game right there for skip button. Get that unnecessary Deep Stew out of here. Okay, so Magic Skylanders are stronger here. So without further ado, let's swap to our Magic Imaginator instead. Which still has its Christmas colours. At least he has, you know, plenty of facial hair to boot. It makes me, it reminds me of our air boasting and the tragedy it went through. So at least with this, we can have a constant reminder of that which we lost coming into this. No, it's definitely not been vain, for he shall be remembered. Plus, that was a really convenient time to level up right now. Very convenient indeed. So let's continue pushing these fellas out of the way. Oh, that guy came down for a little bit of blade, apparently. Just really wanted to taste the blade. That he did. We've got to continue pushing that guy into place right now. Get this fella out of here. And then what we can do is we can head all the way back around here, because this fella also needs to get pushed into place, it would seem. Oh yeah, that's it. Come over here so I can instantly murder you with that fella right now. That is pretty sweet, if I have to say so myself. Now let's push this guy out of the way, because those guys are standing right where I want them. Okay, sweet. That was not much experience though, but we still instantly killed an enemy, and any sort of instant kill in any fashion whatsoever is an instant win on my behalf. So that's over 2,000 treasure, which is convenient for when I choose to go around and select my upgrades for this character. Oh, but what's not so great is that their lack of platforming skill. It would have resulted in me taking damage right there from the enemy if I didn't shield it. So thank goodness for the shields, I suppose. The shields are fine immunity against terrible platforming, it seems. Hey, don't attack me, it'll be rude doing such things. And yet here they are, having done such things anyway. So rude, in fact, so rude. Okay, cool, but now that that's done, let's go on ahead and open this up right now. Sweet! Push these fellas into place right now. Light Skylanders are stronger, which means that it's time to switch out for the debut of none other than Aurora. For Soul will be seeked out in the most annoying elemental realm, the light elemental realm, because, you know, how else would we have seeked out Aurora's soul gem other than in the very same level where her soul can be seeked out in the first place? Yeah, that's great. At least we get up to level 36. With yet another swashbuckler, I haven't been introduced to the cast, because obviously we ushered in the debut of Bad Juju in the previous episode, and now we get to do the same for Aurora over here. So by having all of these blocks in place right there, it means we've gained access to a treasure chest, which doesn't even matter, because treasure chests aren't exactly like collectible objectives in these sections of the game. They're purely for the treasure bonus, and it's not even as though Aurora needs a treasure bonus. She's already fully upgraded, and if she wasn't, I think 12,000 gold is enough to finish off the upgrade chamber already. But yet here I am, making my way to collect the treasure chest regardless of whether we need it or not. Okay, cool, let's explode some things right now, because that's what Aurora is best known for. Oh yeah, she is quick, alright. That's one of the best things about this character, how fast paced she is. Plus, you know, we can do that, which is also great. Boom! Take him out! So after that has been said and done, let us conclude this section without further ado, because we've been prolonging this for far longer than we need to, and the idea is to get through this cake section as quickly as possible, because that means we suffer for much less time, and the less time we suffer for the better, so to say. Oh yeah, that's great, Blobbers. Please tell me more about it. And by please, I mean just don't. Get this over and done with already. Because then, once we're done with the cake section, we can go back to the Dark Realm and complete that 100% with yet another sensei that's yet to have made their debut in the Soul Seekers series. Hudsuckle be placed onto Portal for the very first time. Though, fortunately, he won't be our first Sentinel, so we won't have a whole, you know, secret technique introduction to have to worry about, but we are going to complete this surprise attack because that way we can garner ourselves some more Imaginite chest, things we are in desperate need of, might I remind you. More of those we collect the better and all that when it comes to acquiring a 100% completion in the game. Ow, that hurt. I really should have jumped over that, but you know, I said no apparently. Sweet, they're out of here. But I think there's more enemies to go. Oh yeah, I thought correctly on that one right there. Okay, watch out for those. Or not, I guess. Let's try not to lose Aurora to this section of all things. That would be a nuisance. Especially since I haven't yet unlocked her Imaginite piece that you get from her respective shrine, mind you. So yes, dying after that would be way better than the alternative, mind you. Why does there have to be so many of them with a character who has a specific lack of projectile attacks? Especially when they're on a pattern which is not very convenient for me. Okay, cool, that one's finally out, so now it's just a matter of taking out the other two. Boom, there's one of them, and now the other one shall join them in death. That's what I'm talking about. That got a little too close to comfort, but in the end, close doesn't quite count now, does it? Oh, that's convenient. I could really be doing with a chest full of gear I might be interested in. So let's see what we got. It best be more than a common piece. Never mind, I guess it'll just be a common piece. We got some legs for samurai legs, which at least is part of the set, so that's great to see. We're getting that much closer towards completing the samurai set right there. So now let's pop back up to Pop Fizz and see what he has to offer for our final mission, because yes, whilst we are missing 2 cake pieces, there is a mission up top where we can collect ourselves yet another cake piece there, mind you. Oh, that's exactly what I was alluding to earlier. Stillfilth has found it already on our behalf, even though I knew where it was already. Thank you for nothing, you Sir Stillfilth, in other words. Wait, so Stillfilth is in 2 places at once? Makes sense to me. No! Not an evil king's setting up shop in town and cutting off access to cake supplies. Anything but that. Wow. That king must be truly evil. That is the most despicable act one has ever heard of. Fortunately for me, though, I'm going to be tackling something much different. So what we're going to do is we're going to launch ourselves up here. And before we continue collecting cake parts, we're going to go back to the Dark Sensei round very, very quickly and see if we can complete upon those objectives. Because the only thing I was missing down there is a treasure chest. So let's access the Dark Sensei realm, and this time we'll take the correct pathway, which does in fact lead to the very treasure chest I am missing. But first things first, we got to listen to Mags, because apparently skipping over the NSA Deep Stew here with the best button video game is asking for too much. Yeah, that was great. We're not interested in treasure. Well, actually, that's exactly what we're interested in. We need that final treasure chest for the collectible objective after all. So let's find that treasure chest and get out of here, complete our mission with all of the cake collecting in nature. Yeah, sure it is there, Mags. What's also more winning than that is switching out for the Might of Footskull for the very first time in this series. Let's see what he has to offer, shall we? I mean, that is absolutely positively menacing as all hell. And what do you know, we get even more power for our Imaginators, all the way up to 37. Isn't that glorious incarnate right there? Or glory incarnate, I should say. Yes, Dark Skylanders are indeed stronger here. We're going to try and get through this as fast as ASAP we are. So let's obviously destroy some stuff. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, get this ball into place where it can destroy things. It's my favourite activity, destroying things with massive glowy balls. Very specific hobby, that one, but yes, it's the one I love the most. Yeah, take him out, baby. Boom, boom. Shake it through. Now, where's the last fella to take out? Well, it wasn't him, apparently. Okay, so the question is, where is this spell point that keeps summoning things? It was completely, like, hidden in the shadows of the level right there. Very inconvenient, that. Very inconvenient indeed. Oh, so there's a treasure bit right there, which luckily that's what we have this key here for. But that's obviously a treasure bit having been left behind from the treasure chest we've collected already. So obviously, because we need a treasure chest that we haven't collected already for the collectible objective, that is therefore not the treasure chest we are looking for, to say the least. Okay, boom, boom. We're shaking the room right there. Let's grab that key and pop it right in there for yet another diamond that we're not in need for because we've collected that collectible already. Man, I'm really prolonging this. But you know what? The longer I spend on the Dark Sensei round, the longer it is I avoid the cake collecting mission. So that is nothing but a win for me. I'm okay with that, so to say. Anyway, now these guys in place, we have enough room to maneuver with the orb, and we don't need to tackle either anything to the left or to the right because those have nothing involved behind them but collectibles, and we have those collectibles already. The only collectible we are bothered about is the one involving the final treasure chest that we missed the last time. I wasn't really aware of having missed it because this level is something really obscure in my memory, to say the least. It's not a level I frequently tackle, so no wonder why I know nothing about it, so to say. No wonder where the lackluster knowledge comes from. The lackluster knowledge comes from my lackluster playtime on this level in the first place there, mind you. So let's try and push this orb in the correct direction. That would be convenient. And, you know, just take out every single one of them in the process. That is pretty sweet. But why are there undead enemies in the Dark Sensei round? Because that makes complete and total sense. Undead and Dark are basically the same thing, don't you know? Okay, cool. Let's finish him off. Well, apparently not. He's not dead yet. Boom, boom. Shaketh the room. Oh, yeah. Let's try not to kill off Footskull in the Dark Sensei round. That would be truly tragic. But anyway, the route we want to tackle is actually the one to the left, which is where the treasure chest can be found, because I completely skipped over this the first time. Like a foolish idiot fool. Because yes, only foolish idiot fools skip over the treasure chests, and that's exactly what I did, so that obviously makes me one of them. Yeah, get that guy all the way over to the left there, because I believe we're going to need him if we want to access the treasure chest. Oh, really, fellas? You think you stand a chance? Newsflash for you. You don't. Okay, get that launched. Yeah, baby. Die. Thank you. Okay, sweet. That's dead some more, and we have one of Hudsuckle's signature one-liners right there. But the question is, where the hell is that treasure chest if it's on the left path? I have not yet seen it. And that arena there at the end is the final arena, don't you know? Oh, wait, there's something back here. I've discovered something of note. Never mind, it's locked up. Have I missed a treasure chest a second time for the second playthrough in a row is the question. I also caused a really nasty freeze frame right there, it would appear so. Anyway, let's continue with the leveling, and if I miss the treasure chest again, it would appear as though I've missed the treasure chest again. This is what I get for coming into this level with a lack of preparation, mind you. Obviously, I deserve this. It's got nothing to do with the game's lack of decent level design. Okay, yep, they're going to meet their maker alright, but that's not without Hudsuckle taking some nasty damage beforehand. Okay, let's take out some fools, including that magic fella right there, because if there's anything that really screams a dark element, it is magic spell punks. And I did not know that my scythe deflect projectiles right there. That is a very convenient ability to possess. Anyway, let's grab that and realise that yes, I have indeed somehow managed to miss the treasure chest for a second time running. Only I could be capable of that level of such pure and utter failure. Only I. So without further ado, let's get ourselves out of here, complete the grind challenge at least, for the sake of yet another treasure chest there, mind you, an Imaginator chest that is. Not the treasure chest, which is what we came into this level for in the first place. Apparently the game just really wants me to play through the dark round more times than what I need to. But hey, at least we got an Imaginator chest out of it, which is at least something working towards that 100% completion, because that's something that we would be having need of regardless. More Imaginator chests for better and all that. Okay, let's grab that too whilst we're at it, and we'll grab this final piece. Booyah! Our chest has been added to the vault. That is fan-freaking-tastic. Anyway, level, do you feel like ending anytime soon? Because I really want to get out of here, man. Yep, sweet. We rail grinded back to the start, and the level has been completed for a second time, though I missed the treasure chest as well for a second time. Man, when it comes to the Dark Realm, I am just not good. Okay, I have many things, but good apparently is not one of them. But now that we continue playing as Hoodskill, what I can do is I can jump back down over here. Is there a book over there, or did we collect it already? Apparently we collected the book already, so that's pretty neat. Without further ado, let's pop on down. And then rocket. We've popped all the way down only to rocket ourselves back up again. Yes, it seems as though because we tackled the dark realm in between, we have to go back to Pop Fizz again for even more hints on the cake sections right now. We're going to avoid the surprise attack, despite the fact that that's exactly what we did with Aurora to garner more Imaginator chests. But we are running out of time in this episode, and if I'm going to take one thing away from this episode, it is at least going to be completion of the cake section. Like, come on, I might not have completed the dark sensing round, but I am at least going to complete the cake section. Ooh, and also got ourselves an aura, the glowbug aura. That's pretty neat right there. Okay, take out these fellas. Sweet, we got them having been dealt with, so let's also just pop out of here with 7 cake parts to boot, and then we can speak with Pop Fizz, discover where our last cake piece can be found, our last cake ingredient, so to say. And then we'll save the Imaginite Vault, which will be nice and chunky by now. There's going to be loads of pieces for us to open up, but we're going to save that obviously for the next episode, because what other greater, more glorious time would there be for that Imaginite Vault than within the next episode in itself there, mind you. Another cake ingredient? You mean another one? Another one on top of the another one that we found already? That's like another one. Wow. It's just blowing my mind, all of this knowledge of the cake. I was about to say cake imaginators right then. After all of this, I'm certainly not going to be making a cake imaginator because I don't want to see a piece of cake ever again after having completed this bloody section. With a lack of blood there, mind you, because blood does not make for good cake ingredients. Or maybe it does, I won't know. I've never tried blood in a cake, personally, given that, you know, I'm not going to make myself bleed on purpose just to make a cake, and I'm certainly not going to make anyone else bleed on purpose to make a cake. Hence why I do not know what blood cakes taste like, or smells like, or just anything of what it's like whatsoever. Anyway, Imaginator is stronger here, which is exactly what I was anticipating. So without further ado, let's go back to our Fire Ninja. See if we can level it up a little bit more. You know, hopefully we won't lose this ugly mug too soon, because I want to be able to have it around when we unlock more Imaginite pieces to really take more advantage of potential of this Imaginator and how it will look aesthetically there, mind you. That guy was so scared of my Fire Ninja that I just went ahead and committed him just a Sudoku. And that's my favourite thing for enemies to do. I love it when they do that. Wow, yeah, some really great, never before heard of commentary right there. You know, the uniqueness of Chill Bill and Broccoli Guy, their charisma, obviously it's off the charts. Speaking of stuff off the charts, that damage I took from the spikes, not very convenient at all. Let's continue taking down some chompies there, mind you. I'm pretty sure the arenas actually take a lot more time than tackling the other sections do, but in the arenas we're guaranteed to get some experience for the Imaginators, which is why I decided to tackle it today. Knowing that this Fire Ninja could get some more experience to boot. Hopefully it doesn't die in the process, because that would be tragic and annoying. Oh! The Sudoku on behalf of the enemy, though, not quite so tragic and annoying. How dare you fire projectiles at me? Since when do live spellpunks do that? Okay, sweet, they're out of here, and they've dropped yet another slab of pieces, so we do not mind if we do that right there. Definitely do not mind if all we do. And they're all dead! Sweet! We love to see it, we do. We love to see it. Oh, take out the fire spellpunk as fast as possible. Oh no, not sheep. Anything but the sheep. I hate sheep. I hate them so much. Especially after what happened to my air bowslinger beforehand. Luckily, this is what I have an overpowered secret technique for. Oh shit! Get the food. Or just get the level up, you know, that also works. That was way too close to cook for right there. Unfortunately, that's not the kind of thing that could happen with my bowslinger earlier, because that would be asking too much. Okay, cool, let's take him down a bit more. See ya, fella, wouldn't want to be here, because, you know, you're a bit dead right now, and I am not, so I prefer being what you are not right now, which is alive. See ya, fellas! take down these plant fellas right now with a bit more death to the plants, I guess. Oh boy, it had to be sheep, didn't it? Game couldn't help itself, just had to be sheep, and there had to be two of them, didn't there? Ow. I can't even see myself. If I somehow survived this, it would be an absolute miracle there, man. Miracles, I tell you. Oh! Yep! I kind of saw that one coming. With the onslaught of enemies, you really could not have expected me to survive that. So unfortunately, it looks like yet another Imaginator has bitten the dust. Another one bites the dust. Anyway, with that edit out of the way, let's try things with our magic swashbuckler, because I suppose for Ninja Imaginator to get one thing right, and that would be, of course, projectiles. More projectiles for better. Oh boy, I'm in the thick of it though. Okay, cool, they're dead. Now I just need the rest of them to follow suit. Why aren't they dying more? Okay, sweet, that's more like it. Oh, there had to be a life swap, didn't there? They couldn't help themselves. Stop it! Stop healing them! Why is there another one? Who gave them permission to have another one? Come on! Let's not lose another Imaginator here. Okay, take out the life swap punk. That can give us some food, which is sweet, because that is very much needed, in case you could tell, with my lack of health I possess right now. Okay, sweet. Projectile time! The one thing Ninja got right there, mind you. Okay, cool. Let's take more of them out there, mind you. Taking more out than we were before. Okay, we shielded that, which surely, most certainly, is very convenient indeed. Okay, cool. Let's take them out some more. Watch out for the big ass, that fella right there trying to hit me with his big ass sword. Ow, that one really hurt. And it hurt even more that that even landed in the first place, because that fella was nowhere near me. I'm kind of surprised that attack didn't land on me either, given, you know, how close I supposedly was. Okay, here we go. Let's take him out some more. Okay, here we go. Man, I just can't speak right now. This is a moment of lack of speech. I'm also speechless from the death of my ninja. That was awful and tragic in every meaning of the word. I hated it. In fact, I despised it, to go to say. Boom! And let's hit him with some more projectiles right there. To shaketh the room. How are you still not dead yet? Okay, you guys better like double level me up after this, because I've been through so much pain and travesty getting here. We lost a Ninja Imaginator along the way, for Pete's sake, because the game just doesn't want me to fulfill upon the full potential of my Imaginators, apparently. It's too... these guys, at level 35, has it too scared, okay? The game is scared, and I couldn't blame it. You know, the last time I played through Nightmare Imaginators with maxed out Imaginators, yeah, it didn't end well. Not for the game, that is. It didn't end well for the game. For me, it ended very well because I didn't have too many deaths. It was quite a successful look, actually. Yes, the Skylanders just leveled up. Congratulations, noticing. In fact, I'm so glad that they noticed and pointed it out that I never could have figured it out for myself. I never could have put the pieces together and concluded for myself that we had just won the battle. You know, not without the NPCs explicitly stating it for me. Never could I have figured that out.
Which also happens to be our battle.
Oh, yeah, that's convenient. So, final cake pieces are ours, and we can finally conclude this episode. Not necessarily on the most happy note there, because we did lose our fire ninja along the way, which limits how many Imaginators we have left. We have only 4 remaining at the moment, and we have 3 more we can seek out the souls for, but that will all be for a future episode. For now, we have to wait for the loading screen to conclude itself, so we'll see you after that's said and done with, mind you. And we are back with the loading screen having been said and done with, mind you. So now that we've collected all of the cake pieces, all what we need to do is speak with Pop Fizz once more. Because apparently we haven't been doing enough of that this episode yet. And hey, at least we didn't lose Hudskill, because losing Hudskill would have been really annoying in the background. Even more so than the annoying stuff we've already had to deal with. Which is really saying a lot, because the annoying stuff we've already had to deal with in and of itself
Yes.
was
Now
pretty
Sky just
annoying.
needs to meet up with Eruptor inside this abandoned amusement park to put it all together.
Interesting place to bake a cake, but hey, whatever works.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with Stealthwolf on that one. But that being said, once this dialogue is done, we're going to conclude the episode,
Okay, team, break.
which apparently is right now. So, without further ado, I'm going to roll the outro, and I will see you next week for the abandoned amusement park. Ooh, how spooky. I mean, the abandonedness of the whole situation is kind of what brings the spook factor right there. But yes, I will see you next week when we tackle such a spooky level. I cannot, in good conscience, end off this video without first thanking all of my incredible channel members whose continued support help make these videos possible. Without them, these videos would be near impossible to make, so from the bottom of my heart, I truly appreciate every last one of them. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more, there are plenty of options on screen now to explore, and please consider subscribing to keep up to date with all my content. On that note, this video is coming to an end, so thank you so much as always for watching. Until the next video arises, peace!